should we implement socialism in America today? I say yes and no. We need to implement more socialist-like policies to our capitalist system so the people at the bottom can survive. We need basic functions that should be given to everybody. We need to give them food, water, and basic health care. Everyone deserves these types of things, and it's a non-negotiable. You can negotiate anything else, but these are basic things that people need. And the word socialism has become almost a bad word. It's become a word that's used to scare people away for the longest time. For the Red Scare still has a hold over people 70 years ago to now. But the difference from that time, maybe like 40 years ago, is that we're not in the same America that we were then. 40 years ago, in 1985, the median income was $23,000, and now it's $82,000. That sounds great. That's a 250% increase. But what did increase also was the housing prices, much more. It went from $82,000 to $416,000. That's a 400% increase in price from 1985 to now. College follows a similar trend, and an even worse trend. It went from $5,000 for tuition to $40,000 now, which is about 772% increase from before. This current system isn't designed to pull yourself up from your bootstraps. It's not designed for the people who work the hardest, get the reward, but it's built for the people who start from nothing to stay at nothing and be in crippling debt for as long as humanly possible. Today, including the big beautiful bill, is designed to keep the rich richer and the poor poorer. And what really does that in America the most is our current credit system. The debt system is crippling for Americans. The current American is in about $90,000 in debt. $90,000. That is more than the current median income. For some people, debt can be explained by bad spending habits and whatnot. But what really is the core of a lot of debt is college tuition, housing, and healthcare. Healthcare for many people is an unexpected expense. So many people are one bad day away from being in debt forever. Till the day they die, they'll be paying off medical bills. Because a simple trip to the doctor's office, maybe you were in an ambulance and you got checked up, a few $1,000s. Even worse, it's gonna be hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you think these insurance businesses are gonna help you? They're designed to not help you. They are designed to maximize profits. They are designed to not pay off your claims, your insurance claims, in any way possible that they can. They want you to pay every month and shut up. They're gonna call you a risk if you get into any trouble. We now live in a system where an average person is required to go into an almost crippling amount of debt just to survive, while the rich get richer and the poor stay poor and get poorer. Another problem of our current capitalistic system is how our big businesses basically run society. They have more power than the United States government. We cannot allow this to happen. Companies should not have the same legal footing as people, as citizens. They should be classified as in their own system, and they should be heavily regulated and have lots of oversight. I mean, more oversight than now. And they should be taxed the hell out of. Because if you make the most money, you have to spend the most money. They're the people that benefit the most from society. The people at the bottom uphold their companies. They use our roads, they we are the backbone of their business, and they continue to just prop themselves up and leave everyone else in the dust. And the core strategy that they're built on is profit, 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 no matter else. No matter if it's the environment or if it's the good of the people, they do not care. They will use slaves from Bangladesh to manufacture shoes if they have to for 2 cents an hour. It's baffling. It's baffling what these companies can get away with in the name of profits. So what they can get a 0.002 profit margin increase, get a bonus at the end of the year to their already luxurious homes. As we've seen in the past, without government regulation, things go unchecked. We get meat that's unsanitary to eat. That's why we have the FDA. We have to implement rules. We have to implement serious rules where these big companies cannot get away with anything. We need everyone breathing down on their necks, so much pressure for them to perform better, because if we stop watching them, they can get away with whatever they want. Any big business should be under some sort of control of United States, not full control, because we still need big businesses in a capitalistic society, but they should be under heavy regulation of the government. They should be paying heavy taxes. They should be taxed. I don't care if they're based in Zimbabwe, Madagascar, China, Russia, UK, wherever. Anywhere, if they want to sell, buy, or manufacture in this country, they should pay some sort of tax on that, no matter what. And they're not going to be like, we're going to take our business elsewhere. We're the biggest country in the world. But they're going to pay that tax to sell, to manufacture here. You can work the tweaks on that policy, because you don't want that coming back to Americans and Americans paying that tax, obviously. But they should be more heavily taxed, or they're not allowed to be here. They're not allowed to be in America. The IRS should stop focusing on simple people who miss a $200 payment on their taxes, and now they're getting audited. They should audit the IRS should be redistributed to paying close attention to these big companies, breathing down their necks, so much pressure that they have to perform 100% of the times. And these big billionaires, they should be taxed like this too. They should be taxed on their net worth and not their income, because they get around not paying their income tax, because they just don't want to pay it. They're rich billionaires who just want to hoard all the money to themselves. They should have to pay on their net worth, so they can't avoid paying taxes. Regular people should not starve while billionaires buy their 6th, 7th, 8th jet. I mean, it's a warped society that no one should have to live in. What we need to is build a system where people who put in hard work get the rewards that they deserve, but everyone, this is non-negotiable, should have food, water, and free healthcare. We need to build a society where the people that are most helpful and benefit the society the most reap the rewards. And what does not benefit the society the most is rich people sitting on their asses doing nothing.